Hey everyone, hello again. Welcome back to the Midrash channel. Today we'll be reading from the Tehillim. Again, we'll be reading because this is an ongoing series. So yeah, for a minute we're going to read through the Psalm and then we'll move on to something else. But for right now, this is what we're reading. And today we're going to start with Psalm 53. This is either the TS 2009 version of the Bible or the ISR. You can definitely look this up online. You can look it up, just plug in the letters TS 2009, and you should be able to find it. It's on YouVersion and a few other places on the internet. But if you put in TS 2009, you can buy it, and of course, you can get it for free. But of course, you can buy your own copy of a physical Bible of the ISR or TS 2009. Just put in TS 2009. I don't want to get technical with you. Let us begin. The fool has said in his heart, this is Psalm 53. The fool has said in his heart, there is no Elohim. They have done corruptly and have been abominable, unrighteous. No one does good. Elohim looked down from the heavens on the children of men to see if there is a wise one seeking Elohim. They've all turned aside. They have together become filthy. No one is doing good, not even one. Have the workers of wickedness no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread and do not call upon Elohim? There they are in great fear, where no fear was, for Elohim shall scatter the bones of him who encamps against you. You shall put them to shame, for Elohim has rejected them. Oh, that the deliverance of Israel will be given unto Sion when Elohim turns back the captivity of his people. Let Jacob rejoice, and let Israel be glad. That is a reading of Psalm 53, or the Tehillim 53. Tehillim 54. O Elohim, save me by your name, and rightly rule me by your might. Hear my prayer, O Elohim. Give ear to the words of my mouth. For strangers have risen up against me, and cruel men have sought after my life. They have not set Elohim before them. See, Elohim is my helper. Yahweh is with those who sustain my life. He repays evil to my enemies. Cut them off in your truth. Voluntarily I slaughter to you, which means give a sacrifice. I praise your name, O Yahweh, for it is good. For he has delivered me out of all my distresses, and my eye has looked upon my enemies. That is Tehillim 54. Tehillim 55. Give ear to my prayer, O Elohim. Do not hide yourself from my plea. Give heed to me and answer me. I wander and moan in my complaint because of the noise of the enemy, because of the outcry of the wrong, for they bring down wickedness upon me, and in wrath they hate me. My heart is pained within me, and the frights of death have fallen upon me. Fear and trembling have come upon me, and shuddering covers me. And I said, who would give me wings like a dove, that I will fly away and be at rest? See, I would wander far off. I will lodge in the wilderness. I would hasten my escape from the raging wind and the storm. Confuse, O Elohim, divide their tongues, for I saw violence and strife in the city. Day and night they go around it on its walls. Wickedness and trouble are also in the midst of it. Covetings are in the midst. Oppression and deceit do not vanish from the streets. It is not an enemy who approaches me, that I could bear. No one who hates me, who is making himself great against me. Then I would hide from him. But it was you, a man my equal, my companion, and my friend. We took sweet counsel together. We walked to the house of Elohim in the throng. Let death come upon them. Let them go down into Sheol alive, for evil is in their dwellings and in their midst. I call upon Elohim, and Yahweh saves me. Evening and morning, and at the noon I complain and mourn or moan, and he hears my voice. He's redeemed my life in peace from the battle against me, for there were many against me. Even he who sits enthroned from of old, does hear and afflict them. Selah. Those with whom there are no changes, those who do not fear Elohim. He has put forth his hand against those who were at peace with him, who have broken his covenant. His mouth is smoother than curds, yet in his heart is fighting. His words were softer than oil, but then they are drawn swords as well. Cast your burden on Elohim, on Yahweh, and let him sustain you. He never allows the righteous to be forsaken. For you, O Elohim, do bring them down to the pit of destruction. Men of blood and deceit do not reach half their days. But I trust in you. That is the reading of Tehillim 53, 54, and 55. Thank you for tuning into the Midrash channel, and we see you in the next video. Shalom.